So my name's David Firgaira. I'm the Managing Director of CDSE Consulting. So we started as a civil engineering consulting firm. My background is as a design manager on large civil infrastructure projects. It really boiled down to wanting more out of life. I think I was finding that as an employee, I was always in this story that my work-life balance would eventually improve, and found that was, I think I came to this realization, or a bit of an epiphany, that was just not really going to happen. And as well as just wanting better work-life balance, especially when it comes to family, and family being a really strong value of mine. And so wanting to try and create, I guess, a different way of doing life, and of balancing that work life with everything else. As well as this shift from, I guess, being an employee where you're always kind of part of the culture that's already been created, to having an opportunity to recreate that and even try and challenge some of the industry norms that exist, and go a bit countercultural on what I wanted to really create, and the kind of work life I wanted, for not just for myself, but also for my employees and those who join with me. So our company vision is creating extraordinary communities. We're a civil engineering company, so we work on major infrastructure projects, we work on roads, we work on large things that have a massive impact on the community, on the city of Melbourne in particular at the moment. In that sense, it's a very obvious way in concrete and steel of how we have an impact in the community. But outside of that, we're currently sponsoring 2 girls in Zimbabwe for their high school, right from year 7 through to year 12. We've committed to that. And we also partner with local artists. So there are 2 artists that we work with, one who's a painter, another one who makes jewellery. And we're constantly on the lookout for what are other arms and avenues within our community that we can have a positive impact on, and create extraordinary communities. That's a very easy one to answer. I'd say it's my family. So I'm married, I have 5 kids, and we are about, give or take, a couple of days, maybe a week and a half away from number 6 being born. So, that is a very big part of my life. So that's 4 girls and 1 boy at the moment, and we have another boy on the way. So my son is right in the middle at the moment of the 5 kids, and he's been asking for a brother for a while now. So very excited about the new baby on the way as well. And so yeah, I'd say that's number 1 for me. There's a lot of hobbies I have. I'm a person who doesn't sit still very well. I'm very much into my board games, and have a board games group that I run. I'm into fishing out of a kayak and that kind of thing. I love the beach, and I love just that kind of thing as well. One thing we really also started to enjoy as a family is bushwalking, going hiking and that kind of thing as well. Starting to get back into fitness. So, there's a very long list of things that I do outside of work. We started as a civil engineering consulting firm. My background is as a design manager on large civil infrastructure projects, mostly roads, bridges. I'm very much into structures. So our company vision is creating extraordinary communities. One of the first questions we often ask our staff is, what's your community? Because for every person, their community is different. It's not just the area you live in. It can be your family, it can be your sports group, it can be, just every person, who's part of our business has a different group, different groups that they're part of that they call the community. So for us, it's about reaching out to those places and making them extraordinary as well. These are the kinds of things that also excite me. It's not just and I'd say outside of that, what I said earlier about wanting to have an impact on the culture of the industry, I feel like we are fulfilling on that as well. Creating a different work-life balance for people that maybe hasn't existed and hasn't been their normal since they've been in engineering. And that's also something I'd say I'm quite proud of. When you just hear things back from your staff that they've started reading books, or they're starting to actually get more time with their partner, or their wives, that to me is just a real sense of that's in the bigger picture, that's really what we wanted to create.